Well, that just tells me that I probably wasn't going to use it and it was going to go to waste anyway. Hello everyone, my name is Rocky, and if you're new to my channel, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today's video is a part 2. We started the conversation with the last video about wish lists. You know, most of us make these wish lists, whether it be when you were a child or as soon as I get my first job, I'm gonna get this thing. Or if you're like me, every single year you make a wish list of the things that you want to buy, either for the holidays, for your birthday, or for the year in general. And what I did was I went through just a little experiment to go through my wish list that I've made over the years to see if I got any of it. Like, was it just lip service, and of the things that I got, did I even use them? Do I like them? Or the things that I thought I couldn't live without and I didn't end up getting, like, how did it end up on that not getting list? So anyway, today is part 2, and I want to talk through the things that I have yet to still get. They're still on my wish list. And then the things that I thought I couldn't live without and I never got. These wish lists are above and beyond what I have in shopping cart. I have so many open shopping carts, from Amazon to Essence to 24S to Nordstrom. Everywhere has a wish list and a shopping cart. This is different. So let's get right into it. So I'm starting with the things that are still on my list. And the first thing here is the Oura Ring, which is a fitness tracker. Again, I purchased a luxury watch this past year, and I am also addicted to wearing a Fitbit. I love to know my fitness stuff. So I think the Oura Ring is a great way to still track my fitness and be able to wear my luxury watch. We'll see. The next thing is a Rev Air hair dryer. It's one of those, I don't know if you've seen them, really high state-of-the-art dryers that will make your hair super straight without putting the extra heat of like a flat iron on it. And I wanted to get one of those. It's really expensive, it's really bulky, but you know, it's on my list. I still want a full spa day. Like, seriously, from sun up to sundown, not coming back home. I want every single service available. Facial, massage, nails, everything, just all day long. And I'm talking like 2-hour massage. So I am still on my list, a full spa day. Next thing on the list is a new ear piercing, and that's something I'm going to gift to myself whenever I get around to it. I, through the pandemic, got bored and pierced my ears. I got 10 piercings all together, and one of them had a misfortunate thing happen. So I still want one. I still want another one. It's going to be on this ear somewhere. I haven't decided where, but one more piercing. Now, this is something that you all need to give me. For those of you watching, friends, family, and otherwise, I would like an advent calendar. I love the idea of opening something up every day and getting a little gift all the way up until the run up to Christmas. It can be candy, it can be whatever is in the advent calendar, but that's something that I want. The other thing was leg warmers. I've always loved leg warmers. I have a few, but I want to get more that are a bit chunky and long, so that's on the list. This is a big item. I still want my new house in downtown Chicago. It's still on the list, so hubby, if you're watching, you are not off the hook. Some time has passed, but I have not forgotten. My dream place to live is on the Gold Coast or the Magnificent Mile area, or even in the Loop. It could be in the Loop. As long as I have a view of the lake, I'm good. I have on my list a new bike. I talked about how I wanted to incorporate wellness and fitness into my daily life, and I think a bike is a great way to do that. Now I have elevated my wish list item from a regular bike to an e-bike that can give like sort of assisted riding for longer trips, and so that is on my list. The other thing on my list that I've never purchased, which I'm surprised I didn't get around to, is Jo Malone candles. So if any of you are inclined and feel like you want to send me some Jo Malone candles, legit, my address is down in the description. I will love some Jo Malone candles. I struggle with burning high-end nice candles. I really do, because they cost a lot, and while they smell delicious, I mourn burning every second of those candles. The next item on the list is a maybe. It's not a no, I'm not gonna get it anymore, but I still think I might need it. And it's an office chair for my home. Now, the reason why it's a maybe is because recently we've been asked to return to office. So I do go to the office 3 days out of the week now, but I still work 2 days at home, and I'm thinking maybe I still need that chair. I don't know. other thing, and this is for hubby again. Hubby, I'm leaning in hard on hubby. I want a new custom closet. And yes, I do have a big closet now. It's an interesting closet, but it ain't my closet. It was here for the most part. Most of it was here when I moved in. And I would like to customize one with an architect or a closet designer from the ground up. So gut my whole closet down to the studs and start over from scratch. And that's what I want. The next thing on my list is the Chloe test bag. It's still on my list. I'm still in love with that bag, even though I just got a C by Chloe backpack purse that looks similar, but it is not it. It is not the Chloe test bag. And the Chloe test bag has gotten even more expensive since it first got on my list, but I still love it. Now, for the things that I don't want anymore, and those things probably weren't going to get used or worn to the extent that they needed to anyway, so I think it's probably a good decision not to get them anymore, but let me look at my trusty list and tell you what those things are. The first thing on here is the Louis Vuitton boots. So there's the, what is it called? The Wonderland boots, the Ranger Wonderland boots. I'll pop a picture up or whatever. I have been looking at these boots and loving them for the longest, and I ended up buying dupes of the boots, and I found that they brought me just as much joy as having the real deal. I can say I've had these for what, maybe a year and a half, and maybe in that year and a half I've worn them 6 times. Could you imagine if I paid the over $2,000 for these boots that they cost and have only worn them 6 times in a year and a half? Yeah, that's a waste. So I think my dupes are just fine. And then since I've first laid eyes on them, I think when I originally saw them, they were $1,700. Now they're well over $2,000 or something like that. They're just constantly increasing in price too, so I'm just not interested in making that investment. And then the word investment is actually a misnomer because I don't get any return on that. Investment, just in fashion, typically when you say investment, most times it's just paying more or buying a higher quality piece. The other thing, there are 3 things in the same category here. There were rainbow items, a rainbow leather belt, a rainbow knit dress, and a rainbow skirt. I think I was in my whole Pride Month, birthday month frenzy when I said this, and I look back at those items and there's absolutely no way that they would have gotten much more than 1 wear a piece. So I'm glad that I didn't purchase them, and they are no longer on my list. The next thing on the list is the Jo Malone Spring Blossoms fragrances. I did get my nose on them and I didn't like any of them, so I'm so glad I didn't blind buy any of those fragrances because that would have been a no-no. Then there was a Bobble Bar custom denim purse that I wanted, and it was a little crossbody bag, and you can get your name embroidered. So it's denim, and then embroidered in the denim you can get your name. And as you know, I love my name, my initial, my zodiac, my something on everything that I buy. And that one caught my heart, and I just realized, like, when would I be wearing that, you know? And so I don't want that anymore. It would just sit. And the last thing that I got, which another thing you guys will be surprised about, is the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack purse. I have been talking about that bag since I started my YouTube channel. And the original price on these was somewhere around I think the $1,700 mark, and now it's well into the almost $3,000. I'm making prices up, but it has gone up exponentially. So 1, because the price has gone up, I'm not interested. 2, I have other bags that just make me happy and I don't need that bag. 3, I got duped trying to buy a dupe in the past, and I'm still feeling burned over that, so it kind of made me feel some type of way about that bag. And 4, I just don't feel like I would have reached for it that often because the print is so distinct and etc., etc. I just feel like it would have only gotten worn on special occasion and I wouldn't have gotten my cost per wear. So that said, believe it or not, the Louis Vuitton Mini Palm Springs backpack bag is no longer on my list, along with all the other things I named. So that brings us to the end, and I just think that last bit is just a lesson in, if you give it enough time, maybe you can prevent yourself from making a shopping mistake. Think about it, let it rest on your mind a little bit, and and then you can decide should I spend that money, or do I even need it? Will I even use it? Will I even wear it? All the things. So I think this is a good exercise. Maybe I should slow down on some of these things and think about it a little bit more and see if I actually want or need any of these things. So thank you so much for watching my channel. Let me know if you enjoy these types of videos where I go back in time and close a loop on something that I started way back when, so you can see what happened to them now. So let me know your thoughts if you like these type of videos, and let me know what you have on your wish list and will you get it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Leave me a thumbs up, comments down below. Bye.